Coach Deon Huff here with another video. I'm doing this video because I had a coaching session with a client yesterday, and they asked me a question on how to find the right person. This video is about relationship and relationship building. How to find the right person. How you know when you have the right person. And how do you discern when you have the wrong person in your life. The very first thing that you need to do for yourself, if you're trying to look for the right person or maintain a good relationship, is to first look within yourself and decide on if you're ready for a relationship and what you are willing to give in reference to that relationship. The next thing is to sit down and write out 10 things about yourself that you love. Write out 10 things about yourself that you love. Then write out 10 things that you would like to improve on in reference to yourself. Because if you're not happy and love yourself first, you cannot love and pour into someone else when you are dealing with past issues, dramas, stuff that you dealt with in other relationships, hurt, pains, things you dealt with in the past in your personal life as a child all the way up to an adult. You don't want to bring all that extra baggage into the new relationship, because you're already going to have some issues. Most of us do in a relationship, because it's an adjustment period that we need to adjust to the person that we with, and you don't want to carry all the baggage and luggage that you had from someone else or something else into that next relationship. So heal yourself first before you decide you want to get into another relationship. That's the first thing. Then write down 10 things that you want in your partner. Write down 10 things you want in your partner. So those 10 things are non-negotiables. All right, so be realistic with those non-negotiables, because if you are making $50,000 and you're seeking a man who makes $250,000 or $300,000 to $500,000, then you have to be willing to deal with some things that you might not deal with somebody who's making $50,000 yourself, man or woman. But typically, a man really don't care about how much money a woman makes. He wants out of a woman love, caring, understanding, make him feel like he's a king. And also, of course, we all want good sex. That's one of the cornerstones. And good communication is one of the cornerstones of a good relationship. Communication. I say that 100,000 times. Communication. And not just communication, effective communication. So the next thing I'm going to speak on is effective communication in your relationship. If you don't have effective communication in your relationship, you don't get far, because I can say something to someone and then they can take it the wrong way. So be careful with your words. Words have power. Words can kill. Words can heal. Words can topple a government. Words can topple a relationship. The next thing is social media. Yeah, we all use it or whatever, but be mindful that if you're on social media, regardless of which one it is, you're going to have people coming in your inbox, say DMs, all the time. If you're a quality person, then people are looking for quality people. Everyone is out here looking for a quality person. And you're going to have people coming to you with all kind of ways. I get it all the time. I get all types of nonsense coming into my DMs and my inboxes on all of my social media, because they see the things that I do. And of course, people want to be around successful people. So don't let social media engulf your relationship with the person you're with. Don't be all about social media and putting things out there that is going to be detrimental to your relationship. We all going to get people coming our way in so many ways that's not going to be good for us in our relationship. We have to make a decision that we want to be in this relationship, that we are with someone, and really process that that's who we want to be with, and we're happy, and keep it moving. The next thing is understanding you. Understanding who you are and what you want out of a relationship is key, because if you don't know who you are and what you want, how can you request of someone else of the things that you want out of them when you're not clear about what you want? Be very clear. And if you're not very clear about what you want in a relationship, how can you ask someone else to be clear about what they want in a relationship? So each party is clear about what they want, then they get what they want out of the relationship. And one of the things is understand that when you go into a relationship, each person must give into that relationship what they want to get out of the relationship. So a question was asked in a survey, and that is, when you in a relationship with someone, what percent of 100% you need to give in that relationship? And it varies from between 50 to 90 percent, questions that was responded to. But I say, just like in that survey, I say each person must give 100% of their time, energy, to make the relationship work. Communicate effectively 100%. If you want to be successful in a relationship, give 100%. You cannot give in a relationship if you're pouring from an empty cup. You have to be 100% whole in yourself in order for you to be able to be 100% whole in your relationship. Each person must come and decide they're going to give 100%. Now, when you feel you're not getting 100%, the next thing is make a decision quick. Anything in life that goes in a realm of success is about making decisions quickly. If you make a decision quickly, you won't spend 2, 3, 4 years in a relationship and realize that you got the wrong person. That's too late. You don't spend all this time trying to pour into someone who they got an empty bottomless cup that you pour in and it just keep going out. If you get in that situation, get out quickly. Okay, so if you're pouring in from an empty cup, you cannot give to anyone and everything. So relationships require that you to put time in, and so that time sometimes can be unequal. Please note that time and how you spend time with someone could be unequal. It's unequal because if you're a single person and you find in a relationship with a person who's a high quality person, man or woman, and they work very hard, and so their time is limited, you got to be able to look at that and say, can I get into a relationship with this person with them having limited time? If they're entrepreneur and they spend 10, 12 hours working and then out about networking or whatever, you got to be able to say, I want to be in this relationship knowing this person has limited time, but they will make some time for me. Okay, that sometime could be limited time as well, but you're all still working on building a better relationship and growing into the success you want to grow into. I call it my unlimited life, which is what I do. So please understand who you are dealing with and what kind of relationship that you want with that person that you're dealing with. And early on, if you early warning signs, right? If you see those early warning signs that you're not getting what you need out of life, first sit down and have a conversation. Have a conversation with the individuals that you're with, and if they're willing to change and make some adjustments, cool. If they're not, and if against what you want in a relationship, then you have the choice to make a decision to leave or stay. Your decision. It is your life. You are living it every single day, and you need to make the decision to whether or not you're going to be in something or you're going to leave something. I know it's hard. It's hard because the heart get involved, the mind get involved, and the sex may be good and everything, whatever. But if you don't make a decision to get out of something that's toxic, whether there's toxicity coming from the individual, personalities, narcissists, that patronizing, they are gaslighting, all those things, whatever, then make a decision is to bounce quick. Make a decision quick to bounce quick. Okay, we get warning signs early on in the first month, 2 months. It's the honeymoon stage, as they say. Then the third month, still a honeymoon. Fourth month may not so be. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th month, then you're dealing with a situation. You're seeing the real person, not the representative. Look for the representative and see whether or not you're getting the real person or you're getting their representative up front, and then everything changes 6 months down the line when you have gotten invested into the relationship. But you still got to say, I love me more, and you got to make a decision to bounce. Leave it and keep moving on, because that person that you're with is holding a space in your life that someone else need to be there. If they're holding a space that somebody else needs to be there, that person that you need to meet can't meet you, because that person is in your life taking that space up and your time up and wasting your time, and you can't get that time back because that other person may be there waiting for you just around the corner. So understand, bounce quick. If you're not feeling this relationship, if you're not getting what you want to get out of the relationship, and I mean not just money, not just a lifestyle, but you need to get love, caring, respect, honor, being faithful, committed, and being able to work together to build a better relationship, a better life, a better financial situation. Because it's about, people say money's not important. I say BS. Money is up there with air. If you don't have it, you can't breathe. If you don't have it, you can't pay the bills. You don't live in the house you live. You want to drive the cars you drive. You want to go on a vacation you want to go on. All those things. Money is just highly important. So those who say it's not, you're fooling yourself, because it's very important in the way and the life that we live in this modern time we in right now. So my final to the conversation I was having to the coaching was, make a decision what you want and give as much in the relationship that you want to receive. Most people go into things wanting to receive, gain. They see a man or woman with a nice car, nice house, all these things, nice, dressed nice. Yeah, all that is fine. But however, if you are not willing to give the same amount that you really want to receive, then it's hard to keep that relationship maintained. Men most likely don't really too much care about a woman's money, because we go into the relationship knowing we're going to be spending money on some shape, form, or fashion. When you take a woman out on dinner, you don't ask her to pay for the dinner on the first, 2, 3, 4, 5th date, whatever. You know that you're going to be paying for that opportunity to show this woman who you are. For women, you get to the 4th, 5th, 6th date, offer sometimes to say, hey, call the man up and say, hey, sweetheart, honey, I want to take you out on a date, and take the man out on a date. Set up a special day for him, set up a special day for her. It's a situation of sharing and caring and loving, not one-sided. If it's one-sided, then it's not going to last long. Then you're going to find yourself looking at this person, and they're going to be with another person, or have 2 or 3 other people, whatever. That's where the cheating stuff come in, when a person is not getting what they need in their relationship. So the very first thing I said is, know yourself. If you don't know yourself and know what you really want in life and what you really need to give to have the things you want in life, you want to get it. And finances is highly important. You cannot be with a broke person and thinking you want to drive in a Mercedes-Benz, BMW, whatever vehicle that you want, Range Rover, whatever, Bentley, whatever, and you think that you want to have all those things, and you're not willing to work hard for it. Sit down, have a conversation with the person that you're with. If you're in a committed relationship already, sit down and have a conversation with the person you're with, and you all need to map out your life. Map out your finances. Map out how you want to raise your kids. That's another thing that people don't, be mindful of. Raising kids. How you want to raise them. Religion, health, wealth, all that stuff, whatever. Teach how you're going to teach them. If you're going to go to regular school, private school, homeschool, all those things, and commit to it 100%. The other thing is, if you're in a committed relationship already, then set time out for you to have that conversation with the person on where you are now. People don't have that conversation about what they feeling now, and then it blow up into an argument and stuff because somebody's needs have been not being met. And if it's not out of a selfish nature, then it needs to be met. If it's out of a selfish nature, then don't be selfish. Be a giver. I always say givers gain. Givers gain. If you're giving, you will most likely gain everything you want. So first, look at how you can give into the relationship as an equal, and then you will gain the things that you want in that relationship and in life. So sit down, if it's weekly, monthly, whatever, and have a conversation with your significant other about what you want out of this relationship and where you're at. Where are you now, and where do you want to be in that relationship? Planning. Planning. Whether you're in business, whether you're planning your finances, whether you're planning your relationship, whether you're planning children, whether you're planning your growth and going on a vacation, it's all planning. If you don't plan and have goals for what you want out of life, where are you going? You don't know where you're at. You don't know where you're going, and you don't know where you could be if you don't do any planning. We do not sit down and have that conversation in our relationship and plan. Don't sit there and say, hey, I want to go on a vacation, and then you decide you're going to go, and you shove it up out on credit cards, whatever. You come back and say, oh, how am I going to pay for this? Because I just put it out on credit. Living off credit is a bad thing. Solely living off credit is a bad thing. It's a balancing act with everything. It's a balancing act in your relationship, balancing act in business, balancing act in your life, balancing act in your finances. And make more money than you spend. Have a savings plan in your business. Have a savings plan in your life. Have a savings plan in your relationship. A bank. Have a savings plan to where you can, if something happened, you can fall back on that. So in your relationship, you're dating, you're living together, whatever. Have a plan. Well, you pay half, I pay half. Okay, really? You're living in the same household. No, it's come together and pool your resources and decide on what you're going to do. And if you can, save one income. Saving one income. That's what I preach. Save one income. Live off one, save another. So you got one making 50, the other making 30. At least save 20 of that. And then 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, it adds up. Stop living above your means. Stop trying to be like everyone else. I don't live like everyone else because I know that I want to live a certain lifestyle, and I'm willing to put the work in to do it. Get into a business, side hustle. I have plenty of them. You want to reach out to me and you want to get into a side hustle, I got plenty of them. I make money in my sleep, and you should be doing that same thing. Don't rest on what the money you get in a normal day-to-day job. Have a side hustle. As I say, side hustle. Have a side business, whatever you want to call it. So that brings a lot, because money matters. It matters in everything that we do. The shirt you have on, the car you in, the house you in, the apartment you in, whatever it may be, you have to pay those bills. And paying those bills without having the stress in your life and in your relationship is key. So I'm gonna close this by saying, if you want to have a successful relationship, then put the work in. Decide on who you are, what you want in a relationship, and what you want in the qualities that you are seeking in that other person. If that person is missing, if you got 10, they missing 5 of those 10, that's not the right person for you. 8, they got 8, cool. You can work on maybe 2 or maybe 3. Maybe it's just they need that extra motivation from you that you will bring and nurture that other 2 or 3 that you need in that relationship. So don't rest on just taking and being with anyone because you just want this. I call it the bed warmer. You want the bed warmer. Don't accept the bed warmer when it gets warm, it's warm, and then it gets cold. You want that consistency in a person just as well you want the consistency in life. So if you want a better relationship, choose better. Choose a better person. And you need to work on you first, because if you're not coming whole, you cannot give somebody all of you when you are so busy dealing with so many things that you haven't dealt with in your past. So here, Coach Deon Huff here. If you want additional help, you can reach out to me on my website, deonhuff.com. You can reach out to me on social media in my name, Deon Huff, on Facebook, Instagram, and all the other ones or whatever. And if you want to set up a coaching call for a consultation, go to my website, sign up for a free consultation, and reach out to me, because everybody needs someone that is outside of relationship or outside of business, outside of life, outside of your life, to be able to give you some solid, helpful advice or coaching. I am a coach, and I have a coach. That coach, my coach, keep me on track on the things that I want to achieve in my life. Every successful person have had a coach or have a coach. All the football players, basketball players, those who are highly successful have coaches. They may have a conditioning coach, they may have a nutritionist, they may have a health coach, wealth coach, all these things, whatever. They have someone who is helping them push themselves to their limit, or the limit they think they have, because there's no limit in life. It's only what we perceive in our minds that's limited us. So limiting thinking will limit you from everything. So reach out if you need help. You can contact me at deonhuff.com and get a free consultation or whatever, and I can get you moved along in your life, your relationship, your wealth building, all the things that you want to do. So, as a closing, I wish you much peace, love, happiness, success, health, and wealth. I'll see you next time.